Welcome to our Atlassian web series, The Structure of a JIRA Project. In this series, we're going to go over all the components that make up a JIRA project. A JIRA project is a collection of issues that your team can use and view to get through daily tasks, whether those be development, marketing, or whatever your team needs. What you'll see here is issue types. What is an issue type? An issue type is letting you know what the actual issue is. This is where you have your epics, as you'll see here, denoted with this epic label. You also have items that could be stories, bugs, tasks, and subtasks. The great thing is with JIRA, you can add new issue types that help fit your team's needs, whether that be initiatives, lunch orders, or change requests. Now, how do you add issue types to a project, and why are issue types important to your project? Issue types are the backbone of your JIRA project. Issue types will determine what workflow your JIRA project is going to use for that issue type, what fields you're going to see on your screen, and even what fields are required. This is all done by having issue types. You'll see here on the screen a very simple setup of an issue type for our demo project. You're going to see that we have story, bug, epic, task, and subtask. These are standard issue types that you're going to see in a lot of the templated projects that JIRA will recommend to you when you're creating a new JIRA project. These are not the only type of issue types that you can have in your project. As I mentioned earlier, you can create new issue types, and we'll go over that here in a few moments. You're seeing on the screen right now is a current issue type setup for a company managed project in JIRA. On this screen, it's a little bit different, and this is how you can look at the issue types for a team managed project in JIRA. Let's go over how to add a new issue type to your project. First, we'll do it on the team managed project. You'll see here on your left side that you have your current issue types: epic, bug, story, task, and subtasks. What you can do very simply from the screen without leaving the screen is select Add an Issue Type. And from here, we're going to create one called a change request issue type. You'll enter the name, along with that, a description. And with that description, you want people that are going to be using this issue type to know exactly what it's for. A change request is pretty self-explanatory. However, a description is still recommended, so all users are familiar with the issue type. After you put in the description, you can change the icon. There are various already included icons that you can use, or you can also upload an icon. We're going to leave this icon the way it is for now because I think it works. All you have to do is hit create, and now you'll see here on our team managed JIRA project that change request has been added. And we'll also see that it takes the workflow and the screens that the other issue types are working. We'll get further into workflows and screens further down in this series. Now let's look how to do that in a company managed project. Now in a company managed project, to add an issue type, you're going to have to be a JIRA admin. And this is the steps that a JIRA admin would take to add an issue type to the current issue type scheme that your JIRA project is using. The screen here does look a little bit different, and it does show you a full breakdown of what the issue type is, the description, what workflow it's using, field configuration, and screen. What we do here to add an issue type is you'll go up to this button that says Actions, hit Edit Issue Types, and the screen's going to be a little bit different, and there's a lot more options now when you're doing this for a company managed project. You'll see on the left-hand side all the current issue types that the project is using. On the right-hand side are all the available issue types that this JIRA instance has in a whole. So you could look through and simply just bring it over if there's already a change request issue type. It's drag and drop. You would select Save, and you'll now see that change request is part of the issue type scheme, and it is now a new issue type. Now, what if there's an issue type that you want to add that doesn't exist on the available issue types currently in this instant? And what you would do here on the top right hand side is Add Issue Type, and it's going to be very similar to what we just talked about a few moments ago with the team managed project. You'll go ahead and enter the name, a description, and decide whether it is a standard issue type, which is a main level issue type, or a subtask issue type. With the subtask issue type, those issues have to reside under a parent ticket. So that can be a story, a bug, a task. It just can't reside under another subtask issue type. Now, to remove an issue type from your current project is pretty easy as well. We're going to take change request, and we decided we no longer need to use this in the project. We're going to move it over here back to the available issue types. Select save. And as you see now, our issue type scheme has updated to no longer include the issue type of change request. Like I mentioned, issue types are the backbone of your JIRA project. They'll control what workflows are being used, field configuration, screens, so you can adapt your project to use the issue types and the workflow your team's going to use. Thank you for joining me today as we go over issue types in our series of the structure of a JIRA project. Next time, we'll be going over workflows and how those tie into using issue types and how they can help your team work through daily tickets.